Hello there. We are going to discuss detailed solutions of all the questions those were appeared in GATE 2009 with respect to analog circuit. These are the questions those were appeared in GATE 2009. If any question is missing, please let me know so that question can be added here also. So coming to the question, the first question is question number 31. In this question, if you see, a circuit is given where there is a voltage source, a current source, a diode is there, and there are two resistors. It is asked what is the voltage V across this 1 ohm resistor. What we will do, we will find out what is the voltage across this. Then we will see among the options which one is correct. Suppose Vd is the voltage across the diode or at this point, that is from this to this, the voltage is Vd. Suppose the diode is reverse bias at a particular time, then this will be acting as open circuited. This will be acting as open circuited. So if we redraw the circuit, then the circuit will be looking like this. Here if you see, 1 ampere current is already in series with the circuit. So in the circuit, the current will always be fixed at 1 ampere. So if we apply KVL, then we can find out what is the value of Vd here. Vd will be equal to Vi minus 1 ohm into the 1 ampere current that is flowing through that resistor. So Vd will be Vi minus 1 volt. Now for the reverse bias to exist, this Vd has to be always greater than 0, or Vd has to be positive. That is this Vi minus 1 has to be greater than 0, so or Vi has to be greater than 1. So for the reverse bias to persist, Vd has to be greater than 0. That implies Vi minus 1 has to be greater than 0, so Vi has to be greater than 1 volt. So if this Vi voltage is greater than 1 volt, then the diode will be reverse biased and this voltage V will be 1. So if Vi is greater than 1, then the voltage V across this 1 ohm resistor is 1 volt. Now let us come to the case when the diode is forward biased, that is when the Vd voltage is less than 0, that is when the Vd voltage is negative, then the diode will be forward biased. When the diode is forward biased, that is Vd is negative. In that case what will happen? This Vi minus 1 will be less than 0, so Vi is less than 1. If Vi is less than 1, what will happen? If Vi is less than 1, the diode is forward biased, that means this is shorted, so this voltage or the voltage across this 1 ohm resistor will directly see what is the voltage Vi. So V will become equal to Vi when the diode is forward biased. So if we see, there are two conditions. One condition is when the diode is reverse biased, then in that case the voltage across this 1 ohm resistor is 1 volt, and the other condition is when the diode is forward biased. In that case the voltage across the 1 ohm resistor is the input voltage, that is Vi. So we have two conditions here. One is when the diode is reverse biased, the input voltage is greater than 1 volt. At that time the voltage across this 1 ohm resistor is 1 volt. And the other condition is when the diode is forward biased, in that case the input voltage is less than 1 volt, and the voltage that is V across the 1 ohm resistor is equal to the input voltage, that is Vi. So if we summarize both the condition, that is when the input voltage is less than 1 volt, the voltage V is equal to Vi, and when the input voltage is greater than 1 volt, V is equal to 1 volt. So what we will do, we will try to solve this by example. Suppose in one case we will take the input voltage to be let's say 4 volt. In that case, when the input voltage is 4 volt, it is falling under the second case. In that case, the voltage V will be equal to 1 volt. Let us take another example where the input voltage is 0.5 volt. In that case, it is falling under the first case, that is 0.5 volt is less than 1 volt. In that case, the voltage V across the 1 ohm resistor is equal to the input voltage, that is 0.5 volt. So if we observe both the cases, the voltage V is always the minimum between 1 volt and Vi. So V is equal to the minimum of the input voltage and 1 volt. So the voltage across the 1 ohm resistor is always the minimum voltage between 1 volt and the input voltage. Hence among the option Option A is the correct answer.